It's a Gundam. He's just a piece of crap.
Tomb Raider isn't doing very well. In fact, she has contracted a terminally ill disease called modern audience syndrome. It's like Lou Gehrig's disease, but it's so gay it makes Dylan Mulvaney feel homophobic.
What the hell is even that?
Daddy, chill.
Tomb Raider was rebooted back in 2013, right before Gamergate went full swing. A product of the post-Anita Sarkeesian gaming world that we all live in now.
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
No longer was Lara Croft a badass with massive pixelated honkers that you just wanted to poke your eyes out on, and she was wearing booty shorts so short it made your PJ pants feel tight. Now she haphazardly survives her adventures. The sex appeal is gone, it's completely out the window. And so is the fun. Take that, male gaze. In May 2024, 7 years after the last Tomb Raider game, Amazon and MGM set out to ruin Tomb Raider even more.
The legacy continues. Amazon MGM Studios and Crystal Dynamics to expand Tomb Raider universe. Phoebe Waller-Bridge set as the writer and executive producer for the new series coming to Prime Video.
That's right. The feminist that put the last nail in the coffin for Indiana Jones is now in charge of Tomb Raider. Anyone with a functioning brain knew this would fail, except everyone involved in the show, much like the Rings of Power.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Waller-Bridge confirms her involvement with the series, telling IGN in 2023, "There's so much I can incorporate. I mean, the character of Lara Croft was inspired by Indiana Jones and James Bond. So there's so much. And it just felt like the perfect final step in my own personal adventure through this kind of franchise world."
Yes, the final destination of screwing something up. What final steps are there to be real? The last Indiana Jones was so bad it made Crystal Skull look like Citizen Kane. A month later, Tomb Raider Shadows of the Truth was shown to a fan base that was already punch drunk from the Phoebe Waller-Bridge news. Man, when it rains, piss it pours.
Tomb Raider series to escape its colonial past. British adventurer Lara Croft to transition from being a raider of tombs to a seeker of truths, as Evil Hat Productions and Crystal Dynamics seek to redefine the Tomb Raider series in order to escape a history wounded by colonialism, according to an excerpt from the official Tomb Raider Shadows of the Truth RPG rulebook.
Hang on to your seats, kids. The fun stops now!
Raiding as depicted in the original Tomb Raider games as stories involving going to ancient tombs and historical sites of different civilizations and acquiring artifacts, it operates on the assumption of finders keepers.
Much like life.
That grants raiders with the means and the drive to claim ownership of artifacts regardless of whether they have any historical or cultural claim to the treasure.
If I somehow stumbled upon a sunken Spanish ship full of gold doubloons, you better believe I wouldn't give Spain a damn thing.
Money!
It's down there somewhere. Let me take another look.
And now a word from our sponsor.
So apparently people still read books without pictures. Couldn't be me. But if you enjoy fantasy stories that go full anime fever dream, I've got something for you. There's this app called Web Novel. Basically a bottomless pit of serialized fiction. Think manga vibes, but in text form. Isekai, Kung Fu CEOs, it's chaos in the best way possible. The one that actually got my attention, the weakest beast tamer, gets all triple S dragons. This dude starts off summoning literal trash monsters, like dying slime tier. Everyone clowns on him, but he has a hidden power. He can evolve any creature into god tier dragon. Now he's pulling triple S rank beast out of nowhere and flexing on nobles who laughed at him 5 chapters ago. It's got betrayal, glow-ups, monster battles, and enough dragons to crash a Skyrim mod folder. So yeah, if you're into wild web fiction or you just need something unhinged to binge on, hit up my link in the description or the pinned comment. Start reading Weakest Beast Tamer. Gets all triple S dragons today. Just don't blame me when you miss work.
Later games released in the franchise have started the work of addressing this by having Lara Croft acknowledge her past mistakes and try to understand and show respect for the cultures and the community she comes into contact with. She has also worked to reform raider culture and raise awareness of her peers.
Oh my god, this is rough.
Laura no longer decorates her mantle with mythic artifacts. As a raider, she prioritizes seeking out truth. Much of this game is inspired by her humanity, struggle with heroism, and her tenacity. We believe all three aspects are an important component in creating a game that celebrates history and culture while acknowledging and respects the works required to live in a world wounded by colonialism.
Why is this so gay? Why are the gayest people in charge of entertainment now? You can't have any fun even in video games. If they ever figure out how to put microchips in your head, I swear to God, you will be barred from having dreams that they deem are inappropriate. If you look at the gender diverse character designs, they are truly this chef's kiss. Finally, I can live out my dream of being a fat, crippled, queer, black woman archer. Whoever designed this character was on woke coke, if you ask me. Ironically, there was a Kids in the Hall bit that perfectly sums this up.
That poor woman child is just another victim of the patriarchy.
She is?
I am?
Hate crime. Hate crime. Not only that, it is also a racist construct. This woman represents the same white image of beauty that has oppressed women for centuries. Hate crime. Hate crime. Where are the nude models of color? The people of girth. The handicappable. The elderly. The queer.
Well, I'm sorry, it's just naked, fat, black, crippled. They're hard to find.
Good lord, I just gotta look at the people involved in all of this, and I guess I should have seen it coming. Never-ending self-inserts. This is why the other woman in the team looks like a dude. Oh my god. When your sexuality is your entire personality, there's never any room for creativity. There's only one dude in the mix, and he's a fat Hawaiian. I'm surprised no one in this cast has vitiligo. And of course, there's a woman built like a man to the left of Homulu.
All the boys love Homulu, eh?
Tabletop role-playing Tomb Raider Shadows of Truth has been canceled by Evil Hat Productions following creative differences with Crystal Dynamics. The two companies are no longer collaborating.
This cancellation made the people so happy they cheered in the comments, so of course it had to be locked. How dare you have any fun or joy? And all I can think is, what in God's green earth did they have planned that was so batshit progressive that Crystal Dynamics actually pulled the ripcord on it? Really think about it. They are still going forward with a feminist directed and produced Tomb Raider TV show from the woman that killed Indiana Jones. A show that within 3 months of being announced already had clear indications that it was a dumpster fire and it might not make it to production. And a year later, depending on which article you read, the live action show is dead, but it's not. But it is, but not really. After millions spent,
Amazon's live action Tomb Raider series from Phoebe Walker-Bridge is
that probably sounded wrong, is reportedly dead, and I'm not fixing it. But then here we go here.
Tomb Raider series not canceled. Sophie Turner jacked as Lara Croft.
That's what I want. I want Lara Croft to look really buff. I hope that she has an oversized, looks like an undersized, because that's what the people want to see.
Sophie Turner could be playing a lesbian favorite Lara Croft in a new Phoebe Walker-Bridge series. Jones star Sophie Turner has reportedly lined up for an next big role, blah, 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 blah. If there's one thing Sophie Turner knows how to do is to survive.
Yeah, I'm sure an actor that plays a survivalist is a real one in real life. Suffer chef, who cares? F Pink News.
Racist. Sexist. Homophobic.
They have to write all this ambiguous garbage before they get to the point where they basically think maybe, possibly, the character could be gay because it would be really inclusive. And that's exactly what we need. We need more inclusion. You ever notice the more inclusive things got, the lamer, the gayer, the weaker everything got? Tell me I'm not right. You'd be a liar.
Amen, brother.
You'd be a liar. Everything sucks. Gaming sucks. Movies suck. Music sucks. Government sucks. School sucks. Everything sucks but your
Testify.
They're still planning to do a season 2 of the Netflix TV show that I refuse to call an anime because it's trash.
Netflix Tomb Raider, Legend of Lara Croft makes changes to franchise's mainstay Zip. Depicts him as a stereotypical gay man.
Wow, what a shock. Stereotypical hot bombshell chick? Nah, that's problematic. Stereotypical gay dude? Super gay? That's what we need.
Prior to his work with the Crofts, he is also an established cook and has worked for several of the finest kitchens in Europe. Zip has been confirmed to be known to stalk his ex-girlfriends from time to time.
So, Zip went from being your stereotypical sketchy black guy to being your stereotypical over-the-top camp homosexual. Oh well, Tomb Raider is dead as a franchise, and it's in the hands of people that clearly don't know what to do with it. And frankly, I don't care. Let it all burn down. What does it matter? I can go outside and enjoy my life still. They haven't figured out how to screw that up for me yet, but they're trying.